Hi, I'm Savia Key and welcome to Retirement Safety Zone. This is the fourth video of a 5-part series that addresses how life's challenges might sink your retirement plans and tips to help keep you afloat. Today's topic is all about healthcare, how paying for medical bills, personal long-term care costs can really add up to a big hole in your retirement income. Chronic illness and death have the power to devastate income resources in retirement. Without adequate insurance, paying for expensive medical procedures can drain your savings. If an illness or disability becomes long-term, paying for home care, assisted living, or full nursing care drains the budget year after year. Health insurance coverage with strong benefits can make a big difference to the lifestyle your retirement income can support. For most people, Medicare is their go-to health insurance once they've retired. While Medicare covers the majority of healthcare expenses, retirees need to be prepared for Medicare-related premiums as well as copays and the expenses Medicare doesn't cover. Medicare starts with Part A, which covers inpatient care, and Part B, which covers outpatient care and testing. Part A is free to most seniors, but Part B always has a premium. Both of these plans can leave you with a significant copay and no cap to your share of the costs. To ease that financial burden, many people turn to Medicare supplement plans, also known as Medigap, which covers copays and deductibles. And they add a Part D plan, which covers prescription drugs. Others choose Part C, Advantage plans, which come in a variety of types, but in general are similarly structured to a group health plan and commonly include that drug plan. Medigap, Part C, and Part D are all private insurance regulated by Medicare's administrative arm. Medical costs and insurance premiums for these plans vary by county as well as by state. Medicare is just plain complex. Sitting down with an expert guide to show you the complexities can give you confidence in your choices. If you're planning to retire prior to age 65, you'll most likely want help paying for health expenses until you become eligible for Medicare. If you receive health insurance through your employer, be aware that group insurance benefits can vary a great deal. Many companies do not cover spouses or family members when an employee dies or retires, or sometimes when an employee turns 65. Other employees offer retiree plans. You may also qualify for COBRA to bridge the gap between the end of your group plan and the beginning of your Medicare qualification. So take some time, sit down with your benefits manager or directly with your group insurance member services to clarify how your plan works. If you're not covered under a group plan or you're losing your coverage before you turn 65, you can enroll in an Affordable Care Act plan, also called Obamacare, on the exchange. When you lose your health insurance from a group plan, you typically qualify for a special enrollment period, which means you can enroll immediately. You don't have to wait for an annual enrollment period. Once you have settled on health insurance coverage, it's time to consider what happens when a disability or an illness becomes long-term. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, about 70% of people who reach age 65 will need long-term care during their lifetime. And yet, Medicare and almost all health insurance does not cover long-term care. It only covers short-term care that's considered medically necessary for recovery. While many people expect Medicaid to cover long-term care if they need it, only people with very low incomes have a chance to qualify for Medicaid. Medicaid programs vary from state to state, but they all include the federal clawback ruling. This rule requires each state to recoup what they spend on long-term care from the estate of the Medicaid recipient. That may include a lien on the family home, which must be paid when the home is sold. If you're planning to cover long-term expenses from your savings and investments, calculate carefully. When figuring out how to handle $60,000 to $100,000 in withdrawals every year, pay attention to any withdrawals from investment account principal as opposed to the gains. Withdrawals from principal, by reducing the amount of potential for growth on that investment account, could reduce the amount that you can safely take for retirement income. Check out this chart for median annual costs to get you in the right ballpark. A further caution: if you're planning to pay for long-term care from tax-deferred accounts, don't forget to add additional withdrawals to cover the taxes you'll have to pay due to increased income. Be sure to consider possible increases to your Medicare Part B and Part D premiums, which are also calculated based on income. A reverse mortgage or a home equity loan can also be sources to pay for care, as can selling the house outright and moving to a care facility with the proceeds. While funds from reverse mortgages are not taxable, and so they shouldn't increase your Medicare premiums, funds from home equity loans and house sales usually are. When you've finished recalculating your income, if you find your budget is overstretched, consider long-term care insurance to help cover those expenses. When you buy a long-term care insurance plan, you multiply the money that you spend on premium several times over when you make a claim. That means more of your savings are safe from expensive long-term care bills. As with any insurance, if you have long-term care insurance already, sit down with your agent or member support to make sure that you know how much it will pay and when, so you can be prepared. Health insurance, whether it's individual, group, Medicare, is subject to annual increases in premiums over time. Most long-term care insurance is no different, unless you buy a single premium plan. Single premium plans are just that. Pay once, be insured for life. For all other plans, be sure to include estimated premium increases in your budget. If you're feeling overwhelmed right now, I don't blame you. Make an appointment with us. We have tools to help you test out various financial scenarios, and we can advise you on reliable insurance policies. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you found this information was helpful to you, please give us a big thumbs up. If you would like to continue to learn ways that you can help your loved ones, as well as different types of insurance that can help you build and protect your retirement income, subscribe to our channel. Till next time, be well.